More than half of your month is already gone by the 4th, and you haven't bought a single thing yet. You earn $75,000 a year. In most of America, that is a genuinely good salary. You are also broke. Not dramatically broke. Quietly broke. The kind nobody can see from the outside. This is not a lecture about coffee. It's an autopsy of one completely ordinary month, line by line. Every figure in this month comes from real published national data. The only estimate is the long-run market return. $75,000 a year is $6,250 a month before anything is taken. After federal tax, Social Security, Medicare, and a typical state income tax, about $4,800 lands. So roughly $1,450 a month leaves before you ever see it. That part was never yours to spend. The $4,800 arrives on the 1st. For a few hours, it genuinely feels like money. You check the balance. It looks healthy. This is the last moment in the month that it will. Rent goes out the same day. $1,526. The median one-bedroom in the country. That's not a nice apartment. That's the middle one. Half of America pays more than that number. One day after the rent, on the 2nd, the car payment clears, $770. That is the average new car payment in America right now, an all-time record, and still climbing. You didn't feel reckless signing for it. You felt like an adult who needed a car that starts. On the 3rd, the insurance. $225 a month for full coverage. By the 7th, 4 payments have cleared automatically. $2,794 gone. You didn't approve any of them this month. You approved them once, and they've been running ever since. The subscriptions line is the strange one. $273 every single month. Ask people what they spend on subscriptions, and they say about 86. The measured average is 273. 89% of people underestimate it, not because they're careless, because that is exactly how the model works. Small amounts, different dates, different cards, all on autopay. Built to be frictionless, and frictionless means forgettable. $273 a month invested for 30 years instead is $333,000. That's not the price of streaming. That's the price of never opening the list and reading it. Groceries come to $338. Restaurants and takeout come to $329. Nearly half of what you spend on food is food you didn't cook. That's the national pattern, not a personal failure. And none of it ever felt like a decision. It felt like a Tuesday you happened to be tired on. 6 lines. $3,461. 72% of everything that landed. There are no holidays in that list. No clothes, no gifts, no dentist, no emergency, no fun at all. What's left is $1,339 for absolutely everything else in your life. Gas, electricity, phone, internet, haircuts, birthdays, a parking ticket, a prescription, a friend's wedding. $1,300 sounds like plenty, right up until it has 9 separate jobs to do. The leaks aren't in the big lines. They're in the $4 decisions you make while thinking about something else. A delivery fee, a convenience store lunch, an upgrade you clicked once, none memorable, all of them recurring. Nobody can list them from memory. That isn't a character flaw. That's just how attention actually works. By the 25th, it's a 2-digit number, and you're quietly counting days to the 1st again. Nothing in that month was stupid. That's exactly what makes it hard to fix. There's no villain here. So where, in all of that, does the saving actually happen? At the end. With whatever survives. Nationally, whatever survives is 3%. On your paycheck, 3% is $144. Roughly 6 in 10 Americans say they live paycheck to paycheck, and it's rising fastest among high earners, which is the part most people get wrong. This isn't a low-income problem. It's an ordering problem. You are not overspending. You are saving last. Those are 2 completely different diseases, with different cures. Money that arrives with no instructions does not sit still. It gets absorbed by whatever is already running. Every bill you have is an instruction you wrote once and then never had to write again. Saving is the only instruction most people never wrote down. So it waits at the back of the queue. And the back of the queue is where money quietly goes to not exist at all. So write the instruction. Move the money on the 1st, before rent, before the car, before anything. $400, automatic, dated the 1st, roughly 8% of what actually lands in your account. Not because 400 is a magic number, because it leaves before the month gets a chance to spend it. Then you live on $4,400. And here's the uncomfortable part. You will barely notice. The month absorbs whatever it's given. Give it less, and it quietly absorbs less. That's the whole trick. Where it goes matters less than that it goes. A broad, low-cost index fund is the standard answer. An index fund just buys a tiny slice of thousands of companies at once and charges almost nothing to do it. And if your employer matches retirement contributions, that comes first. A match is the only guaranteed return you'll be offered. 30 years at 7% a year after inflation. $176,000 against $488. $312,000 of difference. Same salary, same job. One change in the order. 7% after inflation is this channel's standing assumption. Roughly 10% historically, minus about 3 points of inflation. It's an assumption, not a promise. Some decades beat it comfortably. Some decades don't come close. Now here's the thing nobody tells you when you're earning $75,000 and wondering where it all went. A raise will not fix this. A raise also arrives on the 1st, also with no instructions attached to it. It gets absorbed by the same month into a slightly nicer version of exactly the same 6 lines. You'd earn $90,000 and be standing in this exact video, confused, in a slightly better apartment. The only thing that has ever changed anyone's balance is the order the money leaves in. So tonight, open your bank app, not to judge yourself, just to read the first 4 days, add up everything already assigned before the 5th. That number, whatever it is your real starting point. Then set one transfer, dated the 1st, and forget about it exactly the way you forgot the subscriptions. Let it work for you exactly as efficiently as everything else in your month already works against you. You don't need a raise. You don't need more discipline. You need to be earlier in your own queue. That's it. Structural, boring, and it works, which is the only combination that ever does.